gallery. See,
All good.
never speak then at all.
That's okay.
So we'll start just with a wee warm-up, like we have done the last few weeks. So if you're on any oxygen and you're not got it turned on yet, just make sure it's turned on for me before we start going, if you're prescribed that. Okay. And we'll just, again, we'll work up from the top and then we'll go down towards the ground here just for a warm-up. We'll do a few things for our neck just to begin with. So I'm going to look all the way up to the ceiling. And then I'm just going to bring myself and look all the way down towards the ground. Good. And then we'll do that again. So all the way up to the top, up to the ceiling, and then back down towards the ground. Super. Good, good, good. And then back to the middle. And then we'll bring one ear just down towards your shoulder. And then again, get the stretch down the side of your neck. Good. And then we'll swap sides there. Good. And then we'll do that again once more on each side. So back to the first side. Good. And then last one. Super. Okay, so we'll cross our chest with our arms, and then we're just going to come to the side, twist in the middle, and then looking over that shoulder as much as you can. Good. And then back to the middle from there, and then we'll come to the other side, and then looking over that shoulder as much as you can again. Super. And then back to the middle, and we'll just do that once more on each side. So twisting again, and then looking over your shoulder. Good. And then back to the middle, and the last one, twist in the middle, and then looking over. Brilliant. Okay. Now we'll do a few wee things on our shoulders. So just some shoulder shrugs. So both at the same time, straight up and down for me. Brilliant. And then can you roll your shoulders? So I'm going to come from back to front to start with. So coming from back and then bringing them forward. Again, both at the same time if you can. Good. Good. And then I'm going to change direction. So I'm going to come from front to back. So just the opposite way to where you were the first. Good. Super. Well done. Super. And then we'll just bring our elbows up, touch our shoulders, and then back down. Super. And then we'll give me some rotations at your wrist. Super. And then if you can change direction as well, even better. Super. Good work. And then if you've got space, bring your hands both out as wide as you can, and then just draw me some circles and make each one a little bit bigger than the last one until you're going for as big as you can. Good work. Well done, everyone. Okay, and then back to the beginning, and we're just going to do the same thing, but I'm just going to go the opposite direction this time. And again, making them a little bit bigger with each one. Good. Super. Well done. And relax there. Well done. Okay, and then we'll do a few wee things at our legs. So we're just going to do a few bits of marching on the spot. So just bringing your knee up towards your chest. Swap inside each go. Good. Well done. Super. Okay, and then if you can I'll bring one out to the side and back to the middle, and then out to the side, back to the middle. Coordinate that for me. Good. Keep yourself balanced whilst you're doing it. Work. Good. Okay, this time we'll just come to the front and then back, and to the front and bring them back each time. Good. Good. Well done. And then this time I just want you to try and do both feet at the same time, out in front and then back. Both feet out in front and then back. Out in front and back. And again, try and balance yourself. Use your core for this one. Good. Super. Okay, and just as you're sitting there, let's just come up at the front. So I'm just raising my heels off the ground and then back down. I might rock a wee bit, bring my toes up as well. So up, back down, and then toes up. Heels up, neutral, and then toes up. Toes up. Super. Okay, and then we'll finish the warm-up just with a few wee breathing strategies. So I'm just gonna breathe in whenever I bring my arms up, and then breathe back out whenever I bring my arms down. So I'm going to take it. Super. Last one. Good. Okay, then your arms back out here. And again, I'm going to close when I breathe out and then breathe back in as I open everything back up. So then breath in. Good. And then similar one, I'm just going to bring my arms like this. So when I push them out, I'm going to breathe out and then breathe back in as they come back to me. So out and then back in. Last one. Super, well done. Okay, have we relaxed there? Again, take a drink if you need before we get into the first set of the main exercises. And slow your breathing back down. Good work. Okay, and if we're ready to go, we're going to do a few things with our arms here, and a few progressions with it as well. So first one we're going to do, we're going to reach all the way up to the top and then back down, and then swap arms and then all the way up to the top and back down. Good. Super. And focus on what you're doing, make the movement really quality. Good. Super. Good. Brilliant. Keep going at that. Super. Brilliant. Okay, this time we're going to reach across like we have done in previous weeks. So just across, but still reaching up and across. Super. And balance yourself in your chair whilst you're doing it. Super. Brilliant. Keep going there. Really, really good. Do another 5 seconds. Good. And then reaching out to the side and then back in, and then out to the side and back in, and swapping each time again. Again, keep yourself nice and balanced while you're doing it. Good. Good. Well done. Super. And we'll do 5 more seconds again. Good. And this time we're going to reach down and then back up and then swap and down and back up. Super. Down, back up. Good. Really functional movements, these that you can use every day. And keep breathing whilst you're doing them. Sometimes you're compressing the space where your lungs are. That's a wee bit more difficult to breathe, and it's easy to forget to breathe as well. So keep going. Good. Okay. Have a wee rest there. And we're going to go this time. We're going to try and do a minute straight in a row. So we'll give ourselves another 5 seconds. What we're going to do is I'm going to reach both my arm and my leg up at the same time and then swap there. Okay, so off we go. I want these to be nice, slow and controlled, and try and get as much range as you can. So trying to reach the arm and the leg as high up as you can with each one. So there's 15 seconds gone. We'll go for 60 seconds. And as we keep going, your legs will get a bit heavier as you do this, but stay with me. It's a really, really good one and really functional again. So there's halfway, there's 30 seconds. And then we'll get ourselves a break after this. Super, really, really good. Good, and keep coordinating it. So we've got 15 seconds left. Really good. And keep lifting your leg and your arm at the same time and as high as you can get them. Good, just 5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1, and relax there. Well done. So again, take a wee break. Have yourself a drink if you need, and we'll take a few seconds before we go into the Good. And if you want to set yourself up for the next ones, I'm going to use some weights. So if you've got dumbbells, that will be useful for this one. And again, if you've got a water bottle, one in each hand would do the same sort of thing. Okay, we'll go again in 10 seconds. So give yourselves a bit of time. Bring the breathing back down to as you can. Okay, and off we go again. So this one, I'm just going to row them up to there and then back down. Just rowing them up to your armpits almost and then back down. Super. Work. Good. Really working the shoulders this one. Super. And some of those accessory muscles that you'll use whenever you're breathless and really get to train them. Good. So we'll go for a few more seconds there. We'll go for 5 more seconds. Good. And still holding on to your weights. I just want you just to curl up to your shoulders and then back down. Just curling up and then back down. Super. Good work. Super. Really, really good. See a lot of people using weights as well. Very impressive. Good work. Good. Keep going and keep blowing as you go. Keep blowing out on the effort. Don't hold your breath with any of these. Super. Nearly there. We'll go for 5 more seconds. Good. Well done. Okay, so this one I'm going to come from here and I'm going to just push them up towards the ceiling and then back down and then push them up towards the ceiling. Good. And again, your arms will start to get a bit heavy during this one. I think this one's quite difficult, but especially after you've done a few that are for your shoulders already. Good. Really, really good. Stay with me there. We're doing really, really well. Try and do 15 seconds more. So we're doing 45 seconds of each of these. You have 10 seconds. Good. Really, really good. Well done. Managing really well. 3 seconds. 2, 1. Good. Okay. And now we'll combine them. So I'm just going to curl and then push up to the top and then back down from there. So I'm just going to curl up to my shoulders, push up to the ceiling, back down to my shoulders, and then uncurl them from there. Good. So we've built it up really, really nicely. Good. Super, you're managing really well, and we'll get a good break after this one. We've just got 15 seconds left. You're working really hard. Good. Just 5 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1, and relax at the end of that one. Super. Well done. And again, have a wee drink, settle your breathing back down, and we'll take a wee minute before we go into the next. And as you're trying to bring your breathing back down to normal, just taking a breath in through your nose and then breathing out and pursing your lips almost as if you're going to whistle or blow out some candles is the best way you can blow out. Try and settle your heart rate down. Bring your breathing back down to what it was before we started. Super, well done. Okay. And we'll give these next ones a wee go. So I'm going to do this one. If you can't actually do this from the chair, so I'm going to do a sit to stand. If you can't manage that one, I just want you to kick out and then kick out with the other foot and just repeat that. Okay. But if you can, and if you can manage as well, you can use your weights whilst you're doing this. So weights up at your chest, and I'm just going to stand up from the chair and then sit down from there. And even more difficult if you can step yourself forward from the chair and just squat down, don't have a seat, and then just stand back up from there. Good, and just keeping the weights at your chest whilst you do it. And again, really, really functional one. We all use this every day. And it's those big muscles in your legs that require the most oxygen as well. So really good to train them. Good, and we'll go for 5 more seconds. Good, and relax there. Well done. Okay, so next one, I'm just going to bring my arm like this, and I'm just going to bring and extend it there. Again, if you've got a weight, you can use a weight with that one, and you can just bring it out from there. Good. Make sure you get it fully extended each time. Good. I'm just going to do one at a time for these. Good. Okay, so I'm going to swap sides now, and then I'm just going to bring that out as straight as I can get my arm each time. Good. And make sure you're slowing it on the way out there. You get nice and controlled. Good, we'll do 5 more seconds. Good, okay. And then putting your weight back down, I'm going to sit myself slightly forward in the chair. I'm going to cross over my chest, and I'm going to let myself almost fall back to the back of my chair and then bring myself forward from there. And this is a good one to work on your core as well. And a difficult one for the breathing. Good. Good, so just slumping yourself back down and then bringing yourself forward like that. Good. Super, well done. We'll do 5 more seconds. Good. Well done, okay. And I'm going to use one weight in this hand, and I'm going to come down to the side and then bring myself back up from there. Down and then bringing myself back up. Super. Good. Good. And again, you're compressing, especially one lung during this. Good. And keep breathing whilst you're doing it. Okay, and I'm going to swap arms there. We're going to come to the other side and then back up. Down to the side, and then back up. Super. Really good. Well done. Good. And then we'll finish with a couple of difficult ones before we do a bit of a cool down. We'll work hard for them. Good. Okay, so I'm going to use one weight in each hand. You can do it without weights if you need. And we're going to go for some marching on the spots, but we're going to use the weights as well. So I'm going to lift one arm with the opposite leg and then repeat that on the other side. So off we go. Good. Really, really good. And again, really, really functional, this one. Super. Keep lifting those knees up nice and high. Super. Managing really, really well. And keep breathing whilst you do it. Super. Doing really well. Good. So we're trying for a minute here. You've done 45 seconds. Super. Doing really well. Very impressive. Keep going. Keep going. 5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1, and relax there. Well done. Give yourself a wee second. Take a few normal breaths in through your nose and then back out through your mouth. Good. Okay. Then our last ones will be some arm punches. Again, if you can manage, let's do them with the weights if you can. If not, we'll just do with your hands or just with body weight there. So we're going to start down to the ground. So we'll go down to the ground to start with. And nice and fast with them. Want them as fast as you can. Good. And this is our last push. You're doing really, really well. Super. You're doing excellent. So we're going to do 30 seconds in each direction this time. So we've got 5 seconds to go. You're doing really, really well. Good. And now we'll bring them so facing me, and we're just going to go straight out in front. Good. And again, balance yourself with that. Tight core. And keep breathing whilst you're doing it. Should hit your shoulders as well, but probably the breathing the most this one. Good. 10 seconds to go. You're doing really, really well. Last 5. Good. 3, 2, 1. And last direction, we're going to go all the way up to the ceiling, as high as we can get them. Good. This is final push. You're doing really, really well. 10 seconds gone. We've got 20 seconds left. Good. You're doing excellent. So halfway, 15 seconds. Good. Doing so well. We've got 5 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1, and relax there. Good. Well done. And let's put our weights down from there. Super. And let's settle the breathing back down. So have a wee drink if you need. Take a wee second. And then we're going to go back into some of the breathing control. So I'm going to put one hand on my chest, one hand on my stomach, just for a wee bit of feedback. I'm going to take a breath in through my nose and then out through my mouth. And again, I'm pursing my lips when I'm breathing out as if I'm going to whistle or blow out some candles. And as I breathe in, I'm trying to feel the bottom hand rising. And as I breathe out, I want to feel that bottom hand falling. And I'll know I'm taking a deep breath if I'm doing that. Slow everything back down. And this is a really good way to bring your breathing back down to normal if you feel you're short of breath around the house as well. Take your time with it. It's really good. Super. Okay, and then we'll finish with some stretches then for today. So again, some of the ones that we did earlier, we'll start up at our neck. So we're just going to look all the way up to the ceiling, and we're going to hold these just for a wee bit longer than what we did at the beginning. Good, and then we'll bring our head the opposite direction. So let's just slump it in and look down towards the ground. Super, and then back to the middle, and then we're just going to bring one ear just down towards your shoulder. Again, feeling the stretch up side of your neck. Super, and then let's change sides there. Brilliant. Okay, like we did earlier, let's cross our arms over our chest, and we're just going to come to the side, twist in the middle, and then looking over that shoulder. So then we'll bring ourselves back to the middle, and let's do a twist to the other side, and then looking over that shoulder. Brilliant. Well done. Okay, and let's repeat some of the shoulder rolls that we did from earlier. So I'm going to start from back to front. I'm trying to just loosen everything back up again. Super. Good. And then if you can, let's change direction. So I'm going to come from front to back this time. Good. Well done. Okay. I'm going to bring my arm out in front and then pull it up over my other shoulder using my other arm. And you should get a bit of a stretch down the outside of your shoulder for this one. We're just holding it there. Super. And then we'll relax from that side and just do the same thing with the other one. Pulling it up over, using your other arm over your other shoulder. Super, well done. Okay, I'm relaxing from there. If you can, I'm going to bring one arm up and over, drop the other arm down, and then aiming for a stretch down your side there. Good, and then we'll swap sides from there. So drop the other hand down, reach the other one up and over. Good, well done. Okay. And again, bring yourself forward a wee bit in the chair. I find is useful. I'm going to bring myself forward. I'm going to stretch in my spine. And then from there, I'm going to bring myself up and out and unravel myself across the chair. Bring both arms out nice and straight, and you'll get a stretch across your chest. Good. And again, we'll do that once more. So I'm going to bring myself forward and keep breathing when you're down here. Really important that you do that. Good. And then we're going to come back up out of that. And let's try and unravel as much as you can. Excellent, everyone. Really, really good. Okay, and this time we're going to just do a few of the ankle or of your wrist rotations there, just as we did at the beginning. Good, and then swapping direction if you can. Good, and then a little bit for your legs. Let's bring one leg out as straight as you can get it. Toes pointing up towards your head, and then just leaning down on the other leg. Super. And just to where you're feeling the stretch. Good. And we'll come back up out of that one. And then leg nice and straight, toes pointing up towards your head. And again, you can just lean on the other leg there. Just to where you're feeling the stretch and just hold it there. Well done. And then last one for today, we'll just draw some circles with our ankle. And we'll just do one at a time. And then we'll change direction if you can. Super. And then we'll do the same thing to finish on the other leg. Good. And then change direction to finish there. Super.
Ooh.
And relax there. Well done, everyone. Super work again. And again, have yourselves a drink and keep your oxygen on just until you feel that you've got back to where your breathing normally is from there. Well done.
Thank you, David. Really enjoyed that. Thanks very much. It's really good.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Was that not as bad as last week?
What do you think?
I come back to it every week.
We'll tell you tomorrow.
Right.